It's Passport Approved here on Indie 1031, and that was Abba, I Have a Dream. And if you're wondering, you know, to yourself, I'm just waking up right now, I'm hearing Abba on Indie, what's going on? Well, we have the legendary Benny Anderrson, the co-founder of Abba, live in the studio here on Passport Approved, and also Ludvig Anderrson, the son of Benny Anderrson. And Ludvig,
and
Rouge. And Ludvig, you've obviously been no stranger to the show. You've actually been here twice last year.
Yes.
And we play your music. It's well
I'm
requested.
very happy for that. Thank you.
So we were trying to coerce you and your dad to do a duet together, but
I don't think so.
that's not going to happen, right, Benny?
No.
Unless you have an accordion.
Well,
you don't.
I could, you know, try to mimic, you know, an accordion if you like.
You know, I seem to remember last time Ludvig was here, I wish I had the soundbite, but he said, talking about Abba and talking about Rouge, and he's like, yes, but I'm a better singer than my father.
Yeah,
you bet.
Oh,
You bet.
Oh, you say he is?
That's it? You just
yeah.
letting him go?
I don't sing.
Oh,
Well, I sing in tune, but I don't have a particularly good singing voice.
But you do play the accordion, and
Yeah.
I don't. So that's something.
So we were talking a bit earlier on about, you know, when Rouge was here in Los Angeles last year, you know, unbeknownst to your dad, you were climbing these big mountains that had rattlesnakes, and your dad wasn't so happy to hear that.
Well, I didn't really mind it. I just didn't know about it. But there was this big occasion.
It wasn't that dramatic, really. It's sort of a. It was just the same day that we were playing at the Key Club, and Tony, our friend and manager, said, "No, don't go do anything stupid before tonight." And we said, "No, no." And we went out for a walk in the hills, and we got lost, and you know there were rattlesnakes and blood, and you know
all the good stuff. So you know, Ludvig, you know, we asked you this question before, but obviously, you know, you're a big music fan. You must have been inspired, you know, by music in the household, some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, I think it's inevitable if you grow up in a house where there's music. I mean, not that there were actually. I mean, my father is a working man, so he went to work like every other father, but with the difference that he went to work with music. So of course that influenced my choice of career, but especially seeing all the good parts of it. I mean, when my father was playing with his new band, the post Abba band, the Benny Anderrson Orchestra, that evolved from him and a group of fiddlers who played folk music in Sweden. I mean, and seeing that and seeing the joy of playing music and what can happen if you put 6 guys in a room with their instruments and just, you know, play for the fun of it and not for, I mean, playing more to themselves than to anything else. I mean, that really, I think, inspired me. I don't think I realized at the time, but now I can see that it must have been that made me want to do this myself.
Well, it's interesting because, you know, your debut album, which is self-titled, it's called Rouge, and we do urge you to check it out, ellarouge.com. You were on Passport Approved about a year ago. We're big fans of your music, and our producer Brandon actually had sent your CD to one of his friends, and literally, you know, I guess 2 weeks after you've been on the show, you're one of the featured bands on the main page of MySpace.
Yes.
And that obviously had a huge impact. I think it just shows that, you know, I know people will sometimes say, well, you know, obviously because of family association, but I think it just showed that, you know, your music stood out on its own terms because people really reacted, you know, very, very positively to your records.
I think they did, and that was for us also a band coming out of Sweden to all of a sudden be here and on MySpace and seeing people from all over the world sending messages saying, wow, I like your stuff, independent of any, I mean, family relations or whatever. It was just because they really enjoyed the music, and that was to me and the rest of the band was, of course, amazing to witness, and it really, you know, made us want to work even harder to, yeah.
How was it seeing friend requests coming from all over the world, from people that you've never met, from every country?
I think that's
literally?
the best part. I mean, MySpace is kind of hard to tell what exactly it is doing, but for us to every day see people from Peru or from Australia or from Japan, wanting to become our friend, so to speak, is I mean, that's of course really an enjoyable pastime to just sit and
Now, Ludvig,
connect with people.
the little secret that when you went back to Sweden, you told your dad about MySpace, and he actually set up his own MySpace page for Abba. Is that correct, Benny?
No, I did not. But somebody put up me on MySpace.
Yeah,
like,
there is
like
a
4 weeks ago. I didn't know about this. I had a mail saying that somebody is doing this for you. So I don't know.
Can I be your friend?
I'm too. I'm not so much into that. I mean, I'm trying to learn how to use the new technology in all respects. I can when it comes to my music. I have this amazing Synclavier system that I've been working on for 22 years. But I kind of like it. When Ludvig was on this show for the first time, he called me and said, "Well, I'm going to be on like, I don't know, 10, 15 here." And I said, "What will that be in Stockholm?" So I opened my laptop and I went into to the radio page on iTunes, and there you were. So I hit the button and there you were talking in my kitchen. I think this is quite it's really attractive, isn't it?
So, Benny, when you hit the button, you hit the mute button, so you couldn't hear me talk. Is that the button that you
I
had?
only heard Ludvig, that's true.
So, Benny, we were talking about other things other than music. You know, you're a big soccer fan,
Yeah,
and you support Sweden, I assume.
yes.
And you said you've never, I guess, been interested in playing soccer yourself. I'm just curious, what other hobbies are you into besides soccer and music?
Well, I like watching soccer. I think it's a wonderful game, and let's see if the US can sort of be interested in the game too. Because I mean, it's so huge all over the world, but here, isn't it?
Well, now with David Beckham coming to Los Angeles, I think
Yeah.
things are going to change.
Yeah, they need to bring Manchester United here for a while, I think.
No, we need Liverpool here. Man United, no.
Liverpool.
Or Liverpool.
So,
No, but I have this wonderful interest since 20 years back. I breed and race racehorses, which is a crazy hobby, but it's really wonderful. It has the element of nobody exactly knowing exactly what they're doing. You know, so you're all in the same situation. It doesn't matter if you're a sheikh or if you're just an ordinary guy. You can't really tell if this is going to be a great horse or not. You need some slice of luck there, and that's why I think it's really interesting to me.
So I know most people, you know, when you hear Abba, think of Abba, you think of clean, wholesome, you know, good, fun music. Was there ever anything that happened behind the scenes that was very embarrassing or, you know, a bit racy that we should know about, that you
Not that
divulge?
you should know about, no.
Any little secrets you can share? Maybe
No.
something little?
No, but we were all of us had been working before we formed Abba. As I told you, I mean, I was in a rock band for 10 years. Bjorn had his band, and the girls, Frida and Agneta, have been out there for many years with their solo careers. So we were not kids, and we had our fair share of success in Sweden. So, and Bjorn and Agneta had a child fairly early.